William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois. You're going to sleep.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Cardiff. Get your feet off the chair, Lee, come on. With me I've got the man himself, Lee Eaton. How are you, buddy?
Very good, mate, how are you?
I'm good. We've just had some nice, well, okay food.
Yeah, it was alright, yeah.
It was alright,
yeah.
Right. You still going to the gym?
In a little while, yeah. and listen, fat boy needs to go to the gym, so yeah, we're going a bit.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to business.
Yep.
We're here in Cardiff.
Yep.
Huge fight night at Dale Valley. So
compared to what obviously shows MTK have been doing in Cardiff, this is huge compared to obviously it was last time was Liam Williams was headlining just in an 8-rounder. That was our first show. And then obviously the last show was a good card, but obviously now it's getting serious now with like EBU European titles, WBO European title, a Welsh title, Zankos Turov, who's an absolute beast, Sultan Zerbek. So yeah, no, it's good.
break down the card for me then. I mean, Jay Harris is up against a former world title challenger.
Jay Harris is obviously he signed with us 6 months ago or something like that. But he was he just defended his Commonwealth title. There weren't really many places that he was going. So he signed with us. And then obviously MTK have got him ranked. I think he's ranked by 3 of the governing bodies now. And then obviously the British title come up for purse bids against Selby, which we was going to bid on. But then the EBU come up, so we jumped at the chance of the EBU title, which is a very prestigious title, isn't it? So we won the purse bids against Vincent Legrand, who was 28-0, which I was a bit shitting myself, to be honest, about that fight, because obviously Vincent Legrand's a very good fighter, 28-0, but then Legrand vacated, so we picked the next available contender, which was after just coming off his WBC title loss, was Angel Mourinho, or Angel Mourinho, however you want to do it. I'll say it in my Essex accent. Yeah, so it's a big name. He's just been on the big stage against Charlie, defended the Copper Box. So it's a tough fight, but if Jay Harris is as good as we all think he is, then he comes through this and wins the European title.
Many people believe that there's a natural progression. There's obviously the British title domestically, then you break into the European scene, then you get EBU title, and once you get the EBU title, you've sort of conquered Europe, so to speak. Yeah, you conquered Europe. You are on at that world level, that French world level scene. Yeah. I mean, the flyweight division isn't the most stacked division. No. Talent pool wise,
in Europe it's a very light with competition. I think there's only like 8 contenders or something like in the EBU rankings, or it may even be less than that. So it is very light. But listen, if Jay wins European title, then he's up there. Do you know what I mean?
That was going to be my question: is can you envision him being in the ring, sharing the ring with the likes of the Charlie Edwards, maybe even the Paddy Barnes of these worlds and stuff like that?
Yeah, listen, obviously Charlie's a level above him at the minute. Charlie's obviously doing fantastic at the minute. But why not? Why not? You go win the EBU title. If he beats Mourinho, just like Charlie beat him, then why not? Obviously that's a fight Jay would love, or against any of the world champions. Every fighter's dream to win a world title. So, but I know there's been talks about him versus Selby, a massive fight for Wales. But obviously Selby's just lost for his WBC final eliminator, so he's going to have a comeback fight and that. But down the line, why not? It's an hard fight for Jay, but why not? Even Sonny Edwards. Sonny Edwards is MTK. Obviously Sonny's doing fantastic at Superfly, but I know he can make fly. He just likes his burgers, just like me.
He's not like you. He's not like
Sonny will be here. Sonny will be here on Saturday. He's coming down to see. But listen, there's big fights out there for Jay. He's just got to concentrate on the job this weekend. Go win that blue belt. Wins that blue belt. That's a massive achievement. Not many people do win that, so it's great to bring that to Cardiff.
Obviously it's a full card, we've got loads of fights on it. There's obviously young Jacob Robinson and stuff like that, but I don't want you to go break down the whole card for me, but just give me the fights that stand out for you in this card and what fans can look forward to.
Well, obviously you've got Craig Evans versus Stephen Allman in the rematch. It wasn't really close last time, Craig won, but it's an interesting match now because Steve Allman believes he's got a new lease of life in his game and he'll come to fight, so hopefully it'll be a good fight. You've got Zankosh Turov, who's over from Kazakhstan. He's 22-0, 15 KOs.
Hasn't fought in 2 years though,
Hasn't fought in 2 years due to a few things happening out of boxing. Well, not out of boxing, but out of the ring. So he's going to have a big fight on July 6th in Kazakhstan. But he's fighting Richmond Jarbeng, who's one of the contenders for the Commonwealth title. So it's been good to see Zankosh. I've been told he's an absolute animal. From what I've seen of him, he's very scary. So no, that's good. Sultan Zerbek.
I don't want to stereotype, but I think all Kazakhs have got that sort of scary thing about them, haven't they?
I've just come back from there. Trust me, he's like that everywhere you go. But Sultan Zerbek is in with Sergio Gonzalez, who's got stopped by Archie Sharp, but he's gone points with Leon Woodstock on that. But they took him in like 11th fight, and this is Zerbek's 7th fight, so he's taken them a lot earlier. I know MTK have got big high hopes for him, so see how he gets on with him. It'd be nice to see him stop him and show him his level. Obviously Jacob Robinson is going to be in his 6th rounder, but then he'll be stepped up next. So yeah, no, it's good to see. Obviously Sean McGoldrick's on the card.
Sean McGoldrick, yeah.
Thanks to Matchroom for putting him on the card and that, so that's good. Rickster.
You can
go on, you can crack on. Also, obviously you got the Welsh title fight, which is going to be a good fight. Kieran Geffen versus Craig Woodruff.
Yeah.
Not Chris or whatever you
Chris,
call him.
I called him Chris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me
that's a good fight. They both want to come fight, but yeah, it's a good fight for the area title. So no, it's good. It's a good card all the way through. Obviously, another young kid on there called Ruiz Edwards is a great little talent. So yeah, it's good.
Well, we've had Belfast last week, we've had Glasgow as well early in the year, but there's a couple of huge shows coming up in June. I mean, the Belfast one.
June and July.
June and July, you've got Belfast, Glasgow, York Hall in June. Is that right?
3 shows in 7 days.
Jeez, well, good luck to you. And me, I suppose.
Yeah, you're at 2 of them, aren't you? So,
so where do we start then? Which if you had to pick a show, which one you're looking forward to the most? I don't know if I'll put you on the spot, but it's hard to start when you've got so many good shows on.
I'm MTK London through and through, but now, do you know what? Like, it's mad. It's obviously see the step up of the cards, like with the ESPN link up, the Top Rank link up, and that. But obviously, you got Lee McGregor defending his Commonwealth title.
Glasgow, June 22nd.
Yeah, against Scott Allen, which is a good little local fight. Unfortunately, Michael McGurk's had to pull out of the Kieran Smith fight due to a couple of little things, but obviously we're looking at a good fight for Kieran Smith, like a step up fight for him. Yeah, you got Mohammed Wasim, who's just come off the world title loss, who's an absolute talent. I've been told.
Because I'm in Scotland and Danny's in Scotland.
I've seen is an absolute beast.
He is an animal.
Yeah, so he's gonna obviously have his first fight under Danny. Then I believe Danny will let him off the leash, so that's going to be exciting to see him.
Flyweight in that division. We talked about the flyweight division not being a deep pool of talent.
Before we signed Wasim, I mentioned Wasim for Jay Harris, and then so there's another flyweight on the team. Do you know what I mean? And also, I think pretty sure we got the IBF champion. Is it Moretti?
Mulfreni.
Yeah, something. I'm pretty sure he's MTK as well. Yeah, so. Obviously, and Charlie Edwards, it's mad the flyweights we've got. So
there we go. They can all fight each other.
Matches, but that's Glasgow. So Glasgow's looking good with a lot of Lewis Benson's coming back, Tommy Philbin, stuff like that. So that's a good little card.
Belfast. I want to talk about Belfast because Belfast is always a good laugh.
Belfast is good crack. I love do you know what? Out of all the cities that we go to, Belfast's my favourite. Always has been. So
good fight city.
Yeah, good fight city, good crack and everything. Yeah, so.
Well, the fight itself on June 21st, the fights itself, should I say?
Yeah.
There's some cracking.
Tyrone McKenna versus Daryl Foley, mate. That no one's going to take a step back in that.
Belfast versus Dublin, all that.
Yeah, it's going to be literally, and then even like Stephen Wall versus Liam Conroy. They were sparring partners 3 months ago, and now they're going to fight. So it's good. Boxing's fun, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
MTK's fun as well, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, but listen, like MTK have demonstrated, they're not scared to throw each other fighters in with each other. It's all opportunities for all the fighters. It's about the fighters. It ain't about protecting records and that. It's about giving that fighter the opportunity and the fans what they want to see, and that's what they're doing. So that's a good thing about MTK, and a lot of people rave about it. But no, it's good. Also, Paddy Gallagher versus Liam Wells.
Yeah,
I like Paddy. I get on right good with Paddy, and Liam's obviously trained by Adam Shrek, so he's
hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
So he's in my ear going, no, we're gonna beat him, and then like obviously it's gonna be a good fight, and Liam's done really well. Considering he's only ever had 2 boxing bouts. He was a kickboxing K1 world champion. So now he's learned the hard way in his 4th or 5th fight. Well, 3rd fight he fought an undefeated kid. 4th fight he fought Jamani Camaro or something like that, or 5th fight, something like that. And now he's fighting obviously Paddy Gow, which is a massive step up from his opponents that he's fought, but he's game, so it's good. Fight on there. Oh yeah, I'll tell you, this is the best fight I think. Gary Cully versus Garrido.
Oh, yeah.
Reynald Garrido
is an absolute press conference if you have one.
Yeah, no, there's a press conference. Reynald Garrido is an absolute fruitcake. Some of the messages,
Gary Cully.
Yeah, some of the messages he sends me cracks me up. So that's a great little card, and obviously you got Kevin Hines is going to be on now. Taylor McGoldrick. I'm not sure.
Kevin Jarko.
Yeah, Jarko, but his name's Kevin Hines. I know him as. So I'm a bit confused by all that. I put it on box records, Kevin Hines. Everyone's like, "Who's that?" I was like, oh. But yeah, so that's a good card. But then obviously London card.
That's your baby, isn't it?
It's my baby, but it's like Ryan Walsh for the British title against Lewis Pauling, which is a great fight.
I know Lewis quite well.
Ryan Walsh, the Walsh family are brilliant. I've obviously spoke to them a lot lately, and they're a great family. So it'd be good to see Ryan back, and he's happy. Do you know what I mean? Getting regular fights, and that's what he wants. Ahara Davis versus Miguel Vasquez. Some fight that, I tell you. But it's everyone's going to think, oh, Josh Taylor. Do you know what I mean? So it's.
Well, Josh Taylor was the first man to stop Miguel Vasquez, so.
And Ahara Davis.
And he stopped Ahara Davis.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's an interesting fight. So Ahara's got a bit of pressure on him to obviously look good on that fight. So.
You think it's pressure to perform the way Josh performed, or?
I don't know. He's still got a lot of pressure because. Listen, Ahara's a different character to what people are used to, but. Deep down, he's a proper nice kid, and he can proper fight. Do you know what I mean? And some people, he's like Marmite. Some people don't like him, some people do. But I think he's brilliant. Like, I think he's got the opportunity to step up now, and I think he will. I think he'll take that opportunity. Chantel Cameron's fighting for the WBC silver, but the final eliminator for the undisputed fight this weekend.
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask, maybe just hold back on the Chantel thing, because then you brought it up anyway, because I would want to talk about that fight itself, because Katie's fighting on Saturday night.
Pearson or Pearce? Yes.
Josephine Pearson.
Yeah, something like that, whatever.
I think it is that. So again, that's for the undisputed. Ring Magazine belts on the line as well. Undisputed, all the belts. Chantel Cameron's MTK now.
Fight that Bashir that she's fighting is like every win she's won by knockout, so she can proper punch. But so Chantel Cameron, I noticed this at your call show. She's so nice and calm and everything like that. As soon as she gets in that ring, you just see a switch click, and she's an absolute animal, right? So I think I'll probably get laughed at this, but I think she's got a chance against Katie Taylor. I believe that she can beat Katie Taylor. Not saying she will, but she's got a fucking good chance. So
you did say she will. You just said I think she'll beat.
No, listen. I'm not saying she 100% will, but listen, she's got a better chance than most people. So, and I think
you are two very talented fighters.
Yeah.
Again, we go back to what we said about the flyweights. The women, even though the women's boxing is taken off and whatnot, but again, it's a shallow pool of talent. There isn't
100%, definitely.
Many women out there boxing with that skill set.
Yeah.
Like of Katie Taylor and Chantel.
Yeah.
So, would that be a fight that NTK and yourself would be looking to make if Katie and Chantel?
That's down to head office. Obviously, that's down to the team. I'm not involved. Obviously, I'm involved in the fights and the promotional side and stuff like that. But planning like things like the fights like that, that's not my job. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm down as a promoter. I promote the events and help out all the events and stuff like that. So that's not, obviously, that won't be down to me. That won't be down to me. So that'd be down to the team. So, but I'm sure that's the fight to make. Why would we make the final eliminator if you're not going to take that fight?
Exactly.
And think of them like it's going to be the money fight for her. So no, good luck to her. She's in a hard night's work first, but I'm sure she'll come through that.
You think Katie will come through as well on Saturday night?
I think Katie wins. Yeah, I think definitely. Yeah, it's her hardest fight because the girl's fought 43-1. So, but I don't think she's ever fought anyone on Katie's level. So that'd be good. Also, as on that June 28th show is Anthony Yiggett versus Sear Osgood.
Can you dig it, Yiggett?
Yeah, Osgood always loves to fight. He just don't care. I remember when he got offered the Victor Postel fight, he just said, "Yes, no worries, I fight, I win." I said, "Right, what about the money?" He went, "Yeah, don't worry about that, I fight and I win." I was like, "Okay, no worries."
That's a perfect
that's exactly what he done again for the Yiggett fight. He said, "Yeah, no, I'll fight him, no problems." So listen, he's in against it. Do you know what I mean? He's 23-1. Just fought for a world title. But listen, you can't count him out. He will come and have a go, and that's the main thing. Also, two little prospects we got on that show. We got 4-0 Daniel Egbenocki versus Martin McDonough, who's 5-0. Two of our London prospects who we've been building up to get to Southern area. Now they've been given an opportunity to fight on obviously a big card like that, and they both took it. So that's really good to see two prospects fighting.
See what I like, Lee, just sitting here with you, you've almost got like what I love about when I interview Eddie Hearn is you ask Eddie a question and it just goes, he just goes off. And you're like that as well. I ask you a question and I just let you talk.
Ask me anything about boxing, I talk.
You just went off, and that makes my job a lot easier. I just ask one simple question and just let you ramble on.
Yeah.
The other thing I was wanting to talk about, you were out in Kazakhstan a few weeks back. MTK doing things out there. They're actually going to put a show on July 6th with all the Kazakh fighters and maybe a couple of others. I think is David Oliver Joyce fighting up there?
David Oliver Joyce, yeah.
How's that show getting on? And how's that show getting on? But what's your thoughts on that promoter show? MTK promoter show.
Obviously, I went out there a couple of weeks ago for the meetings at the venues and stuff like that, and the venue's absolutely unreal. It's like a mini MSG. It's obviously an ice rink, but it's got all like the screens above and everything like that. And that MTK Kazakhstan are really getting behind it. Got some great fighters there. Obviously, your Sultan Zerbek, your Nurtaz Ashpanov, Zankosh Turov, and obviously there's loads more. Obviously,
well, you remember all them names?
Oh, it's hard. But obviously we've got a world title fighter now. It's MTK's first world title fight. It was Abali, who's a WBC champion, who beat Raushi Warren on the. It was a big undercard. Who was it?
Oh, Coogan interviewed him when he went out.
Yeah. What was the undercard? It was in America. Was it something to do with Spence or something like that?
Was it Spence? Was it Texas then?
No, it wasn't. It was January. I can't think, but it was on a big undercard, and he's gone and upset the apple cart out there, and he's defending his world title there. So
bantamweight, isn't he?
Bantamweight, that's it. Yeah. So
I think he mentioned the Nui as well. He'd love to sort of.
Yeah.
And when he comes through this tournament, then.
Jesus Christ!
You like a Nui then?
A Nui, he's unreal. I'm just gutted that I couldn't see him in the flesh, but I
was in Glasgow that night.
I was in Belfast, and then I went straight home. try and stay away from boxing after we don't need to be there. But yeah, so that Kazakhstan show's looking really good. Tickets on sale already. Looking forward to going back out there for I think 5 or 6 days. Yeah, looking forward to that show. It's going to be a new era for MTK. Obviously, it's going to be quite busy out there. So
something different, isn't it? Being out in there.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to get. Obviously, we was out in Dubai recently. I didn't mind going out there. That was all right.
That was a nice holiday.
But yeah, so obviously it's nice to see that obviously MTK putting obviously events on in different areas and stuff like that, and us still being involved. So it's a good. Some people say you got a dream job, but it is my dream job. So that's what I love. I love boxing. And I love doing what I do.
Find a job you love. You never work a day in your life.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly. So.
Well, good stuff. Well, I'll be quite remiss if I didn't mention another sort of big fights that happened.
Liverpool, 12th of July. Bloody Jazza Dickens versus Nathaniel May, which is a great fight. Yeah. That fight is going to be an absolute war.
Rocky Fielding,
Martin Murray, Terry Flanagan, Natasha Jonas. Do you know what I mean?
That's some big names, yeah.
On the Olympia in Liverpool, do you know what I mean? So it's unreal. July 20th as well. We're going to Brentwood. Liam Walsh, Michael McKinson, and another couple of people being added to that. So, we have Shaquille Day versus Louis Adolphi for the Southern area, which is a good fight.
There we go. So
then the big one, Michael Conlon, August the 3rd, the Feeler.
Sorry, Lee, the memory card ran out of space there, so that's my fault, not professional at all. We're talking about the Champions League, but I think
Fuck you, bring back you, man. Yeah, Champions League. I'm not a massive football fan. I'll watch it now and again and stuff like that, but I don't follow football. I'm too busy anyway.
Too busy.
But it's good that we're showing it at the venue. People could come and watch the boxing and watch the Champions League, so they ain't missing out. So it's good to come and support the fighters. So. Definitely.
Well, the other huge sporting event that's happening the same night is
Anthony Joshua
against AG Ruiz. It's Andy Ruiz. What's your thoughts on that fight?
Do you know what? Andy Ruiz is getting proper wrote off here, but that geezer can fight like fuck. I thought he beat Joseph Parker, to be honest, or it was close, you know what I mean? And listen, Joshua shouldn't have any problems with him, but he can fight like fuck. I've got a better body than him. I don't know about that, but I've probably got a better body than him. But I can't fight like him, I'll tell you that. The quick hands and stuff like that. It's a good fight. I think Joshua wins within 5 or 6 rounds. It ain't a bad card. Obviously, got Josh Kelly versus. I think that's the best fight on the card. Josh Kelly versus Ray Robinson.
I'm liking Coyle versus Algier.
That's going to be an absolute war. I'd love Tommy Coyle to win that. Tommy Coyle, if he wins that, he's just in dreamland at the minute because he's fighting at MSG.
Now, who wouldn't be?
Yeah, I know. So if he can win, that'd be the icing on the cake for everyone, I think. Do
you think Tommy will sail off into the sunset after that, or
probably? Do you know what? Probably. I think he does all right out of boxing anyway. So like, I think he's only in boxing for love. It ain't money. He does all right. So he loves boxing and he just loves to fight. But Josh Buatsi versus Periban. I know people are slagging the fight, but it ain't a great fight. But Buatsi's still only 8-0 or 9-0. Do you know what I mean? So I think he's the biggest talent out of that Olympic squad. I think he's unbelievable.
What about Coogan and Umar killing it out there with the content? But
Umar has 2 shandies and he thinks he's freaking God's gift to women, doesn't he? But no, listen, they're loving life out there, so it's good. IFL was smashing it.
Yeah, we're here then everywhere.
You're in Cardiff, so
in Cardiff
with me, exactly.
Wouldn't want anything else.
Exactly.
Wouldn't rather be anywhere else apart from Cardiff.
That's it.
Right, I think we've covered nearly everything. MTK shows.
We've covered for the next couple of months at least.
Yeah, so I'll probably see you Glasgow in September.
No, Glasgow, yeah.
I was going to ask. We've been going for probably about 20 minutes, mate. That's the longest you've been off your phone.
I don't know. I was like looking at my phone. Got about 20 messages to reply to.
Before I let you go,
it's on the floor. It's on the floor.
We'll put it away. Anything you'd like to add before we leave?
Nah, just keep supporting the channel and keep supporting MTK. Obviously, some big nights coming up. Big fights, big nights. So
like 50-50
fights. What the fans want. It ain't no gimme shows. You know what I mean? So It's
Weigh-in
good.
tomorrow as well.
Weigh-in tomorrow, 3 p.m. on the scales. Fight night, starting with IFL at R5. We go live with IFL with the comms team and ESPN at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Good stuff. Well, Lee,
Tune in.
What are we doing? We hitting the gym?
In the gym. We're going to have a 5-minute run.
5-minute walk. Yeah,
A little fast walk.
Exactly right, Lee. Thanks for
Top
this
man,
IFL
mate.
TV, and let's hit the gym, bud. Let's
See
do
you,
it.
see you soon.
William Hill sponsors IFL TV.
I'm the man to beat Daniel Dubois. We're going to sleep.